What's up, Bco TV? Y'all see I'm back with another video. I want to give a quick shout out to everybody for showing love to my last couple of videos over the past couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying? I tried to do a little thing last week where I post like 4 videos. I think I posted like 4 or 5. And I want to see how the algorithm was going to go with it. You know what I'm saying? Show love, like got the views up. Appreciate everybody that's new, that's subbed to the channel. If you haven't subbed already, click that subscribe button below. Show love, like it up. Matter of fact, everybody smash the like button right now. Smash the sub button right now. Send this video to somebody who you think will need to listen to it. You already see the title and the thumbnail. I'm about to get a whole little story time. It ain't gonna be a long story. I'm gonna give a quick little story about how I had to find my first agent. So let's cue the intro. Let's get into it.
I'ma make a million, I'ma stack it to the ceiling every day. I wake up, I'ma make a killing, and that's for sure. What you say straight up? I'ma get my cake up, fresh off the wake up.
Alright, so this is the whole story. I'm gonna break it down like this. If I'm all over the place, then forgive me, because like I'm just thinking about all this sporadically. Like all this is off the top. I don't script none of my videos. I just keep it real. And I just go like that. So look, this is what happened. So to give a little backstory for the people who's new to the channel, who's never been here, I graduated from the University of Maryland Eastern Shore in 2017, right? So look, came off a great year, averaging 17.6 and like 2 or 3 dimes, whatever. Winning record, All-American, everything, boom. So I did have a agent. The agency was Go Empire Sports. I was with them for like 2 weeks, so I'm not even gonna count them. So I'm just gonna, I was with them, but I left them. Really forgot why, but so I'm not even gonna count them. So I was with another agency. I'm not even gonna say the name of the agency. I'm not gonna say the name of the guy. I don't want to give him no free clout, no nothing. So I'm with a new agency, right? So I'm already hearing calls from a couple NBA teams. Obviously, a whole bunch of overseas teams already hit me up, and the IMG Combine was coming up, which is the second draft combine next to the one in Chicago. So that I got the invitation to that like maybe a week after I signed with the new agent. Do I feel like I was gonna get that invite regardless? Yes, I feel like I was already gonna get that. So honestly, I'm not even gonna put that like he got me that. I was gonna get invited there anyway, All-American, you know what I'm saying? I knew that was coming anyway. So fast forward, I do the combine, kill it, and I'm waiting to hear back from him about NBA teams that's contacted about me, whatever. So he tell me the teams like Orlando, San Antonio, Phoenix, and a whole bunch of the Western Conference teams besides the Orlando Magic. But anyway, fast forward, didn't hear anything back for maybe like a month or two. And the first red flag, I even look at this like a relationship. The first red flag was his communication. His communication was terrible, bro. Like, always had to hit him up. Always had to ask him about everything that was going on. It was never him just contacting me about giving me anything, like the 401 or anything. So he would tell me, oh, we're just playing it by ear, waiting to hear back. All right, which I understand. You know, things take time, so you got to wait to hear back, whatever. So in the meantime, his agency, like the new, what do you call it, the draft class of that year, he'll fly him out to New Orleans. So went to New Orleans. We were down there for like a month. Training, like me and 3 other players, living in the same house, waking up on a daily schedule every day, you know what I'm saying, working out, blah, blah, blah. So obviously it's at the agency's expense. The agency's expense. So I actually drove out there. They were going to fly me out there, but I decided to drive. I drove out there to New Orleans from Atlanta. So that wasn't on their expense. The only expense that they had was groceries of the place that they had to live in the training. So you know what I'm saying? Just come with the agency. So fast forward, I stayed there for a month, do my workout, go back home, and then end up getting a call to go to Argentina, right? So I'm just going to jump there. We end up going to Argentina. Argentina was from the jump, from the time I landed in South America and on the Argentina grassland, it was terrible from the jump. The team had me living in a hotel. The food was a hit or miss. I was getting sick out there. Nobody spoke English. Bad coach, bad team. It was just really just me out there. And on the days, it would be some days where like I couldn't even eat because the food that the team would try to give me was so terrible, like not even edible to eat. Like, I wish I still had pictures from back then, but if I do got a picture, I'm gonna post it right here. If I don't post a pic, then I can't find it. But sometimes I couldn't eat, and I'll be calling my agent, you know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be the one to help like fix the situation. Sometimes he's not answering. He'll say he'll see what he can do and end up not being able to do anything, or him not doing anything. And it was too much of that. Like, it was a constant thing. Like, it's multiple days like where I wasn't even able to eat, or I have to go buy my own food, and nobody trying to buy their own food as a rookie every day. You feel me? Like, nah, that's not it. Like, you supposed to be saving your bread, whatever. So I didn't even really feel like he had my back like that. Then he knew the situation I was in, like with basketball. Like, he knew how the coach was trying to. I don't want to curse. How he was trying to play me. Basically, it was all on some hate and stuff. They didn't want me to be the leading scorer. I was out there. I was the first American to ever be in that organization. So, the city was showing hella love. They ain't like that at all. This is before I even did the music. God forbid I was out there doing music, so they probably would have. I don't know what they would have tried to do. But yeah, bad situation. And he told me while I was in the situation, it's probably like, let's say November at the time now. I done been there like two months. He was like, no, we're going to get you out of there. We're going to actually get you in the G League draft. So we can just do the G League route this year. And I'm like, all right, bet. He told me he'd already been talking to a few teams. I forgot a couple of, I think the Milwaukee one was the one he was talking about the most. Milwaukee heard. He was like, I already been talking to a few teams. They say they're going to draft you. We already got your name in there. You're good. So I'm like, all right, bet. I can stick this out for another week. You know what I'm saying? He said I was going to be here for another week. So we get there. It's like 6 days later. Still in Argentina. In my head, I'm about to be out of here, right? So call him. He was like, yeah, something came up. We weren't able to get your name in the draft. I'm like, you already told me the name was in the draft, so what is you talking about? Like, I'm already anticipating to get up out of here. He was like, yeah, something came up. You just going to have to grind it out. I said, bro, do you not understand? They got me in the hotel. The food is hit or miss. Sometimes I got to buy my own food. The food that the team bring me is terrible. On top of that, the way these folks was paying me, y'all, the way they would pay me, my money, they would pay me in cash. Like, just outside. Like, they'll see me outside. They'll be like, hey, Carl, here's your money. Boom, 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 here. I'm like, we in the middle of the street. Like, we're literally outside, just other people looking. Like, they can give me the money, and then 2 seconds later, I could get gunned down. You feel me? So it was just a whole bunch of unprofessionalism. And it's just like, I was telling him everything that was unprofessional. And it's like he just weren't really caring. I guess because I was one of his overseas players. He had a couple of NBA players and high-level overseas players at the time. I was just a rookie, so he probably won't even worry about me like that. But I'm just like, this guy obviously doesn't have my best interest. He doesn't care that much. So I ended up coming home for that Christmas break in December and ended up staying. My name really wasn't in the draft, so I had to stay the rest of the first half of the season. By the way, I was still killing with stats. I was having like 19, 9 rebounds, probably like 4 assists. So I was out there killing it for sure. But I went home for Christmas break with the team. The team. I told the team that I was gonna return. At the time, I kind of knew if I got on that plane, I was like, yeah, I ain't coming back. But obviously, you never know. So I told him I was coming back. I got home, and I was talking to my agent, and I was trying to figure out like where his head was at, and he wanted me to go back. I'm like, there's no other situation you can get for me, and it was just the whole aura that he had. Like he was talking like he didn't care. Like for example, like y'all know how like when you single, right, and let's say you got hella like options. I ain't gonna say the new era of the word, but you got a whole bunch of options. You know what I'm saying? One of your side chicks come up, one of your side dudes come up, and they talk about some, hey, can you give me this? Can you give me that? You ain't really gonna be stunned. Nothing they saying. You gonna care about the main chick or the main dude, and that's who you gonna worry about. So that I was basically feeling like the side dude for you feel me, like the little side chick. So when I got that feeling, I was like, you know what? It might be time for me to go my separate way. So ended up firing him, and let me tell y'all, it was crazy. Fired him, right? That's the end of 2017, but it was probably the first week of 2018. Yeah. Probably the last week of 2017 or the first week of 2018. Fired him, right? He had like he ain't care. Whatever. Cool. Be like that. You can act like you don't care because I'm glad. See, I know in I want to say it was 2019, excuse me, when the NCAA did that thing where I forgot, but the NCAA did this thing like where they give like players like some money for I forgot what it was called, but where they give money to the players for like basically the money that they made off us, the money that they really owe college players for like promotion and having us being promoted to help them out. They were like giving money back to us for that type thing. I forgot what it was called though. NCAA settlement check. That's what it was called. NCAA settlement check. So the settlement check came back, right? I made like a few bands off that. Like I made some good bread off that. I'm talking about soon as they said they were gonna start giving us the money, like as soon as NCAA said that, why this man hits my phone or hits my email talking about some, we need to talk about the money that you owe us for the training expenses the summer of you going into your rookie season. I said, whoa, first of all, you done already sent me a finalized check of that, of the fees and summer fees, like literally, I want to say a few months ago, and it was like maybe $300, something like that. Paid it, right? Paid it, and then he signed off saying that that's all I owe him. Everything is final. Boom, we're done. You feel me? No, I take that back. The day that I fired him is when he sent the however much I owe him was like $300. Signed off. We said we're done. Cool. We go our separate way. Then in 2019, when that NCAA settlement check came, he came back. He doubled back and was like, "Yeah, you owe an amount of like $3,000 and some." I'm like, what? And that's damn near like the amount that I had got for the NCAA settlement check. You know what I'm saying? It was a good check. So appreciate that, NCAA. Matter of fact, appreciate that to my fellow NCAA athletes that went in there and fought for us. Appreciate that. Chris Davenport. Forgot who else, but I know my boy CD was in there, so appreciate you, Brody, for real. So I'm talking about the day that we get there. I mean, the day that I get that check or everybody find out they about to get paid, he sent a email talking about some an invoice of $3,000. I'm like, boy, I know you lying. Whole time I got all the receipts saying that everything is finalized, so don't even try to do that. So that didn't go nowhere. I was ready to go to court about it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever, because I got you documented saying that I already paid, so I wouldn't even worry about it. I wasn't even sweating that. So yeah, that was the last time I heard from him, and yeah, that's really the whole story for real. But I really just told that last part to show y'all how petty folks can be. So like I said, this is teaching points for the young generation, people that's already pro. You know what I'm saying? That's just my shared story. I done fired in my total pro career, I done fired I done fired 4 agents in total. And I went pro in 2017. So yeah, I done fired 4 agents in total. That's just one of them. That was the worst one. Glad he's out my life. I pray for y'all if y'all are signed to him. I hope y'all not signed to him. Like I said, I ain't gonna say the name. I ain't gonna say the agency, because I don't want no free clout on this page. We ain't doing none of that. So it's all positive vibes this way. I pray for him. I pray he's doing well. That's it. So yeah, that's my story on how I had to find my first agent, man. So I hope y'all learned something from that. Like I said, if y'all got any questions, y'all can feel free to hit me up. I got a lot more stories where that came from. If y'all haven't checked out the other videos yet, you know what I'm saying, go to my page, just binge watch everything. I'm dropping a lot of knowledge, whole bunch of story times, a whole bunch of stuff that people need to hear. So that's what I'm here for. I got a lot more bangers dropping soon. I'm gonna bring some overseas players on this page to give some spill. I got a whole bunch of ideas for this page, so I'm about to get it rolling. I'm about to stay consistent. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Deco TV. Till next time.